Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for being here tonight and sharing with us this county government. I'd like to call the Paulding County Board of Commissioners Board Meeting for February the 22nd, 2022 to order at this time, and get the marshal to bring the list forward if any citizens are wishing to speak. I don't see any elected officials, but thank you, sir. We do have a special guest in Charlie Luton, who's running for, was it 13 or 14? 14. Running for District 14 for the United States Senate. Glad to have you with us, Charlie. For the House. Yep. So I've asked Sandy if she would share with us a prayer. So, and then she'll lead us in the pledge. Why don't we just remain seated while you do the prayer?
Bow your heads. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks, Commissioner Caker, very much. It was good to start our meetings out with that traditional prayer. Item number one is action to adopt the February 8th, 2022 work session minutes and the February 8th, 2022 board meeting minutes. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion approved by Commissioner Stover. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Dunn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Under announcements, we have none. Under invited guests, none. Bid awards. It's item number two, action to award the SPLOST purchase of 15 2022 Ford Interceptor SUVs to Hardy Family Ford in the amount of $472,906. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Commissioner Caker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Hart. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries 5-0. Item number three under bid awards is action to award the SPLOST purchase of 5 2022 Ford Explorers to Hardy Family Ford in the amount of $153,585. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Commissioner Caker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Stover. Any discussion? We'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries 5-0. We going too fast, Rebecca? We're good. Bid award item number four is action to approve the software purchase in the amount of $891,623 to the lowest responsive bidder, which was SHI. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Commissioner Hart. So second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Caker. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries 5-0. Item number five is action to award the turf mowing contract to the lowest responsive bidder, Kelly Landscapes Management, in the amount of $199,422.64. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion approved by Commissioner Stover. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Dunn. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries 5-0. We have no reports from committees and departments. No one has signed up to speak tonight on agenda items. The consent agenda is action to approve the following agenda items, but we read those this morning at the work session. So it's item 6, 7, and 8, and I'll entertain a motion to approve all three.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Caker. Is there a second?
Second.
That's a tie. Second goes to Mr. Dunn. You're the winner. Any discussion?
Who'd that be?
Mr. Chairman, we have Parnick Jennings in our audience, and I would like him to come up and tell us a little bit about what we got and how we got there.
Parnick, please come forward. And I don't know if he's.
We didn't vote.
Oh,
That's why.
he didn't need to vote on.
Yeah.
So that's the motion, the form of a motion. And is there a second?
We have a motion by Commissioner Caker and a second by Commissioner Dunn. You just need a vote.
Oh, we just need a vote. Okay. You're always needing to correct me every time, Parnick.
That was me.
Chairman, was that on the consent agenda item, or is that under the new?
Consent agenda.
We're waiting on the consent agenda.
Right. So we're going to vote on the consent agenda. All those, did we already do that?
Yes, just to recast, on the consent agenda, we have a motion to approve by Commissioner Caker and a second by Commissioner Dunn. We now need to vote.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Consent agenda passes 5-0. Under old business, none. Under new business is action to approve the May 1st, 2022 Employee Benefits Plan Renewal as presented this morning. And let's get a motion in a second, and then in discussion we'll have Parnick speak. I'll make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Caker. Any discussion? And under discussion, now we'll ask for you to describe some more. We're very excited this morning to get a good brief from Ms. Palmer. And so anything you can add will just be.
Primarily to see if you had any questions, but if there are none, I can comment just briefly as to how this came about. So we were asked to take the census that Tara provided and Ashley and her team and go to the different carriers that had providers in Paulding County and surrounding areas to see who would be willing to entertain the opportunity to do business with Paulding County. It's interesting to note that every carrier that does business in Paulding County wanted to do business with you, so that should be a great tribute to those of you in this room. Through negotiation, you and others on the Board of Commissioners, with Tara's input, were able to save the citizens of Paulding County over $1.5 million. I think I've told you this. My house is in Bartow County, but my heart is in Paulding County. So I want to thank you on behalf of the other citizens of the county for your due diligence, and also while I'm at it, Aetna was the winner. And one of the things they called me about first off, when they said, how is the HR department and how easy are they to get along with? I said, they're the best HR department I do business with. And I want to commend the Board of Commissioners for hiring Tara. She does a great job. Our staff almost weekly comments on how well the department is run. So congratulations to you, Mr. Chairman, and the other board members for making a good decision and saving the people of Paulding County $1,500,000, probably more than that. So
We would like to turn some of that back on you and your staff. We met several times and got good briefings, had good information. So, you know, we had a good foundation upon which to make the decision. And I'm sure others will talk about our HR. We're very, very grateful to have that team also. But thank you for being here. And anybody else have any comments?
I do. No, that transition, that bunch over there, they did such a great job when they transitioned. I think we was all scared about how that was going to go over. It was just seamless. And I have no doubts that it'll be that way this time. I'm so thankful to Parnick for stepping up. I'm so thankful to Sandy for all the work. I mean, people don't realize the work that she puts into this. And Tara and your group and Ashley, y'all do such a great job. But it's hard not to, you know, give credit where credit's due. These things right here don't happen, you know, without several meetings, several discussions. and you know, you guys just digging deep, and I appreciate what you do for our county.
Thank you.
$1.5 million will pay several rooms.
And pay salaries.
So when you move to Paulding,
Well, we're looking. I've got her looking at houses, so that's good. Thank you.
thank you. So that was part of the discussion, and we'll vote on item number 9, the new employee benefits plan originating this May. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? 5-0. Item 10 is action to adopt Resolution 22-07, extending the moratorium of the acceptance of a residential rezoning request until March the 8th, 2022. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion approved by Commissioner Stover. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Dunn. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries 5-0. Item number 11 is action to adopt Resolution 22-08, confirming executive session for the purpose of real estate. I'll make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Hart. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 5-0. The balance of the agenda items are from the Planning Commission this afternoon at 2 o'clock. The first item is 2022-02-Z. It's an application by Jenny Stanfield requesting to rezone 7.66 acres of R2 Suburban Residential District to A1 Agricultural District to facilitate a small market garden. The property is located in land lot 1115, District 3, Section 3, the north side of Due West Road, west of Ivy Lane, and west of the Hiram Ackworth Highway, that's State Route 92, at 352 Beecham Path, located in Post 1. The Planning Commission's recommendation was a denial with a vote of 3, 2, and 1. So this time I'll entertain a motion on this agenda item.
Chairman, I'm sorry, we do have a citizen wishing to speak on this item. She did not sign the list.
Mr. Chairman, she's too late under the ordinance. You have to sign by the time the meeting commences.
Okay. So,
Mr. Chairman, I'm gonna make a motion to table this item till the March 22nd meeting. I went out this afternoon, Miss Stanfield, and rode down the road and took a look at the property. I'm very much a properties rights person. I believe you should be able to have a garden. But the logistics you've got, I think there's a lot of details and questions that your neighbors have that I think needs to be addressed and worked through. I'm happy to help. If we need to do that, I'm happy to put get the community development guys involved. But I think there's some legitimate questions. There's no fencing up, the number of animals, things like that, some specific direction that I think the neighbors have got a lot of questions about, and just strictly because of the logistics of the property. I think it's important those get clarified before we approve.
well, that's well said, Commissioner Dunn, and I appreciate you taking the initiative during the afternoon break to actually go take a look at it. So we have a motion to table until our next planning and zoning meeting, which will occur on March the 22nd. And I'll listen here for a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Hart. Further discussion? Hearing none, I will vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries 5-0. So 2022-04-Z is application by Rochelle Green requesting to rezone 5/10 of an acre from NB Neighborhood Business District to R2 Suburban Residential District to bring property into zoning compliance with the surrounding residential lots. The property is located in land lot 852, District 2, Section 3, located south of Scoggins Road, west of Pine Forest Drive in the Pine Forest Estates at 255 Scoggins Road, located in Post 2. The Planning Commission recommended approval with a vote of 5-0 and 1 abstaining. So I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
A motion approved by Commissioner Caker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Stover. Discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries 5-0. Next and last, I believe, is the zoning ordinance 2022-01 text amendment to adopt a unified development ordinance for Paulding County, Georgia, abbreviated as UDO. The Paulding County Planning Commission and Board of Commissioners is to consider a text amendment to the Paulding County zoning ordinance 2003 as amended. The amendment is in regards to the adoption of the Unified Development Ordinance, UDO. The recommendation by the Planning Commission with the chairman voting on this, which is rather unusual, was to recommend approval with a vote of 6-0 and 0. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to table it, Dave, for 2 more weeks until the first meeting in March, which would be the 8th, I think. March 8th, yeah. I just think that I know everybody would like to do the 2022, but I'm gonna add another 2, and that's 2 more weeks. I think this is something that we've been working on for 3 years. It's very important to get right. And I think people would think, well, you've had plenty of time to get this done, but just like Miss Ann had stated earlier, that the codes from the 2017 has changed now to the 2022 just a few weeks ago or so. So we're trying to get all that updated. And this is about 800 and some pages. Is that right? So, just give citizens some time to give us some comments. I've been receiving a few comments and just answering questions too. So it's something that I'm sure everybody's going to go home and read, but it is a lot to digest. So I think we need for 2 more weeks. So I hope that's the last 2 in the 22222.
The recommendation of 2. So we have a motion to table the vote on the Unified Development Ordinance until the next BOC meeting, not the next Planning Commission meeting on the 22nd, but the next BOC meeting on March the 8th.
Which lines up to the moratorium also.
So we have a motion to table. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. A second by Commissioner Caker. Additional discussion on this item?
Well, I think I jumped the gun, Dave.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I pulled a Sandy.
Thank you.
The county attorney will occasionally let us get by with a little slip. Lets me get by with a lot of slips, right? All good. Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't say again, I said it at the 2 o'clock meeting, but this has been a long time coming, and I think a couple of times community development and Ann as the director, we're kind of getting rushed in there. We're going to try to finish it up, but it's sometimes what's the saying about the slow person gets it right and wins the race. I just think that 800 pages is, which is easy, although it's big, it's easy to go back and forth from one section to another, from definitions to code to zoning categories. So they put a lot of time into having it very user-friendly. And although we're gonna wait 2 more weeks, I think it'll be worth it. All in favor?
And I tell you what, I want to say one more thing. I just want to thank everybody, not just the ones sitting up here, but the staff that's worked on this, along with the Fred Bentley Jr. and them that came in and is Kennesaw State who helped this. I mean, this has been a large undertaking, so I just really, really, it was one of the first things that I wanted to work on when I became commissioner, and so it's finally happening, so I'm glad to see it, because this county is, it's in a different place than it was in '99, different problems in front of us, and this right here just kind of carries us to the next level, so thank y'all.
There's been a lot of creativity in the zoning categories that this planned village is going to add a new dimension to what can be constructed in the county, and then some of the other categories. So this board very much wants a conservative approach to the development of this county, and not just for developers to come in and lay density on so they can make more money. Most of us have lived in this county for a long time, and it's near and dear to our heart how it develops. So I commend the board too for the input. These two on the end have spent a tremendous amount of time on this, haven't they? And
We're going to grow. Growth is no problem. I mean, it's just how do we grow from this point on? You know, it kind of got out of hand 20 years ago, and I'm sure some of the commissioners back then wish that they hadn't come up with some of the zonings that was in place for a long time. And so if, only trying to get a handle on it. So, I mean, because we all care about it. I mean, I wake up every morning going to work or trying to get home, and I see how Paulding is changing so fast, and I agree with having growth, and I agree with changes, and I know we got to change or we're going to be left behind, but it's just disheartening sometimes on the type of growth that I see in this county. So, and not all of it's bad, but I have seen some bad developments. So it's time for us to take back control and change Paulding back the way we want it to be. Because, I mean, it ain't just the 5 of here. Everybody I talk to, every citizen I talk to is tired of a lot of the stuff that's going on in this county. So, and with transportation and the growth of schools and stuff like that, we got a lot of problems in front of us. So this will be something that'll help control some of that. So thank everybody that's involved.
other comments? Well,
Nothing other than, the one thing that I didn't like about, in being up here is just inheriting things and the lack of sunset provisions and stuff like that on these policies. It just ties boards for years to come. And the legalities of it, if we're irresponsible, then we vote against them. But if we're responsible, we vote for them. And then, it's not something that we want sometimes. So there's things that we're putting into place now that I'm sure will be great. I've looked at it. Y'all have done a great job. But, who knows? 5 years from now, if somebody doesn't get on the stick and they go back through it and things change, they'll have the ability to, can it and start over again and do what they need to do with a new set of elected officials versus having to live under elected officials from years back. And I don't think that they did it. I don't think anybody ever done it with anything but just good intentions on mine. But, it's held our feet to, things that we have to deal with that we basically never really come up with. So it's just important to remember all that going into this. I think that was good that y'all thought about that and included that in this whole revision.
The thing to remember is a living document. It can be changed at all times. So just
what's the saying? The only thing that doesn't change is change itself. It's always change. So we'll vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. And any opposed? Carries 5-0. That's the conclusion of regular business. There's no one who signed up for non-agenda items this evening. Would any of the commissioners like to announce anything or celebrate anything other than what we've already stated? Okay, well, we don't have executive session, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
A motion adjourned by Commissioner Caker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Stover. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?